Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I've added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion, and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha, Radhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation. Not just creation getting created. Even sustenance need to be created. Destruction need to be created. And pulling out of delusion need to be created. Liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase. Ishana Murti as 5 phase. Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase. Agora Murti as 5 phase. Tatpurusha Murti as 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase. Agora Murti has his five face. Vamadeva Murti has his five face. Satyojata Murti has his five face. Ishana Murti has his five face. All these five Murtis, five faces put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovijian order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and Nithyananda order of monks, nuns, Hindu diasporas, are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading, and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. First experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting, the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas form the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. As Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. original Agamas Yogapada, the science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your Guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Parameshivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the rishis, munis, ganas, nayanamars, alvars, and siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Parameshivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measured, measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state.
Power, Jnanapati, Nithyananda Jnanapati, for the power of increasing the size of your own self, Anima, decreasing the size of your own self, Anima. Now let's go to the powerful cognition from Bhagavan Success on Satsang on Bhagavad Gita Decoded.
For me, I know my disciples will build huge temples for me. Because by nature we are a temple building civilization. But these fools only will not build websites for me. Because that is not in our nature. Temple building will not be a problem at all. I don't even need to tell. The moment they are inspired, they will think only in that line. Come on, let's build a temple for Swamiji. But I wanted educating organizations, educational tools, knowledge transmission methodologies, knowledge transmission apparatus, knowledge transmission systems be available. I wanted only that. So please understand, the first priority should be knowledge transferring, educating, apparatus, tools, systems, methodologies, accessories, things necessary. I already requested, today I am requesting once more, all our ashrams, temples, centers should put their energy in more and more creating beautiful library. At least start with all my books in all the languages. Then add some of the traditional Hindu scriptures like Upanishads, Vedas, Puranas, Agamas, and expand. This should be called as Grantha Samadhi. All the libraries should be called as Grantha Samadhi, means the energy center of spiritual books. People can take the books, read and keep it back. The books cannot be removed and taken to the house. Just like deity cannot be removed from the temple and taken to your home, same way books cannot be removed from the library and taken to your room, your house. It is Grantha Samadhi, means they can be referred, you can read them, you can spend time with them, get inspired, but leave the books there itself. The Granthas are kept as a Samadhi there. All our ashrams should have Grantha Samadhi. See, there are various Samadhis in Hindu tradition. Jiva Samadhi is a place where the enlightened master enters into Samadhi while he was breathing. Nobody took his body and put it in that. He himself went and sat. That is called Jiva Samadhi, like Raghavendra Swami. Palaya Swamigal of Tanjavur. Dakshinamurti Swamigal of Tiruvarur. Paramahamsa Yogananda. All of them are Jiva Samadhis. Then there is another type, Videha Samadhi. A Jivan Mukta, enlightened being, he left the body, then disciples put the whole body and built Samadhi. Like Ramana Maharshi's Samadhi. Shirdi Sai Baba's. These all will be Videha Samadhi. They are all called Videha Samadhis. Then comes Pushpa Samadhi. Whatever items they used, whether a garland or a rudraksha or a cloth or their hair or nail, whatever they used, those objects are kept and Samadhi is built. So if you have taken any jewels, rudraksha owned by me, clothes, hand key, turban, your house becomes my Pushpa Samadhi. The place where you keep there, that becomes Pushpa Samadhi. Understand? Then comes Sannitya Samadhi. Means the place where they lived for quite a long time. If that place is maintained, a great master lived his room, like how the Paramahamsa Yogananda's room is maintained in San Diego, how Vivekananda's room is maintained in Ramakrishna Mission, Belur Mutt, how Ramakrishna's room is maintained in Dakshineshwar Kali Temple. Like that, the place where they lived, that place, if it is maintained, that is called Sannitya Samadhi. Then comes a very important Samadhi, which kept Hinduism alive, is Grantha Samadhi. All their books, palm leaves, are kept in one room and maintained as Samadhi. Understand? Jiva Samadhi, Videha Samadhi, Pushpa Samadhi, Sannitya Samadhi, Grantha Samadhi. All our ashrams should have at least 3 samadhis. These 3 samadhis you can have even when I am alive. 1, Pushpa Samadhi, means some object used is kept, either nail or hair or some objects used is kept and the presence is celebrated. Then Sannitya Samadhi. Naturally, all our ashrams and temples, Sannitya is there, presence is there. Sannitya Samadhi. Because in all our ashrams and temples, I already started staying. Only after I started staying, you can even buy that property or rent that property or get that property. Not before that. And third, Grantha Samadhi. The great books and made available for people to come and read. And however convenient or inconvenient it may be, the books cannot be removed from the library because they are deities. They cannot be damaged, they cannot be removed, they can only be read. Please do not change the traditional rules of Grantha Samadhi. Book cannot be removed from the library. Once they are kept, they are deities now. Keep them there. People can come and read, refer, and study. So let me take this moment, time, to reveal my vision in this line, so that maybe when more and more disciples, followers, devotees come, they will make this into reality. Surely we will make it into reality because I am going to live for quite a long time. Just by living long, I am going to win many of my enemies. Are the people who have enmity towards me. Just by living long, nothing else. That is the way Ramanujacharya outwinned many of his opponents. Anyhow, so please understand, I wanted all our ashrams to have a beautiful, large size Grantha Samadhi. Large means really, really, really large. I wanted each ashram to have at least 1,000,000 books. Grantha Samadhi. That level Grantha Samadhi. Don't even think having books is outdated because of the internet. All the knowledge is available in the internet. No. In the internet you can do the reference. But how many of you have ever read one full book in the internet and computer screen? Tell me. Or a Kindle screen? I have everything. Name it, I have it. Kindle to iPad to laptop to desktop. Only the gone loose nuts can read the whole book in the computer screen. You can't. You need to feel the book, to read it, to be inspired by it. There is something about book, so it can never be outdated. Understand? It can never be outdated. For reference purposes, digital version is great. One word you can type and get in how many thousands of scriptures that word is explained. You can get that for the reference purposes. The digital versions are great. Computerized versions are great. All our ashrams, temples, centers should start collecting books from today.
Beautiful. Grantha Samadhi. Now let's go to the Shastra Pramana from Shiva Samhita 5.78 to 79. 76 to 78.
5.76 to 78. Maranam ghādyate tena sakenapi na ghādyate tasya syat paramasiddhe animadi guna prada vayussannachadate dehe rasavriddhir bhavet dhruvam आकाशपनकजगल्तीयूसमपि बद्धते मरणं खाद्यते तेन सकेनापि न खाद्यते तस्य स्यात् परमासिद्धिर् अनिमादिगुणप्रदा वायुः सनचरते देहे रसवृद्धिर्भवेत् ध्रुवम् आकाशपनकजगलप्तीयूसमपि वर्धते.
Shiva Samhita 5.7678. Bhagavan Parameshwara says, Death is eaten by him, he is eaten by none. He is manifesting the highest powers of such as Anima, Lahima, Mahima, etc. The Vayu, the wind energy, moves equally throughout his body. The juice of his body are also increased, Rasa Vriddhi. The nectar exuding from the ethereal lotus also increases in him. Bhagavan beautifully says, Grantha Samadhi. About the books, that is what made, Bhagavan always says, books and deities made Nithyananda. It's only Bhagavan's books, and that so many millions of people are getting all the Shastra references, all the details for the collection Bhagavan has made, and simply making everybody understand and read all the is regarding the Hinduism to know first what they have missed. Only if we know what we have missed, we'll understand what we need to fill up. Such a beautiful space that Bhagavan has created. Let's go to the Apta Pramana. This is from Valmiki Ramayana, Sundarakandam, chapter 2, verse 46 to 49. Power of decreasing the size of one's own self. Hanuman entered Lanka at night with a body which was very small, and in the Lanka, which was decorated by rising sun, he searched in all places without leaving any place, thinking that Sita Devi will possibly be in the gem-studded palace of Ravana, which was built by God and gold and gems. He is searching in all places and not finding her there, remembered the merciful words of Lanka Lakshmi, and with diligence started searching in all the garden places in the town, with parks, lakes, nectars, like water high building, home of friends, sons, ministers, commanders, golden color peacock flags, to look for the gem-studded palace of the 10-faced one, appeared to be much better than places of guardians of directions when he was not able to find out in any of those mansions studded with gold and gems. When he was further searching everywhere, the wind, along with the aroma of the flowers, secretly took him along with him to the garden at the destiny grown tree and to the very highly grown Simsapa tree, very near to it, goddess of all universe was shown to him by the wind god himself. The Apta Pramana of searching Sita when he became very small to go and find Sita. Atma Pramana for the deity of Nataraja, who is 6 feet and 10 inches to fit in 6 feet and 8 inches. And perfectly, Bhagavan said, don't worry, Nataraja will lift. And they all just went back and tried to get Nataraja. They came into the door. And after that, again, they stuck. He said that the deity would fit. Simply, how beautiful. After they went inside, again they checked the height of the whole thing, whether it is 6 feet and 10 inches. It was 6 feet and 10 inches. But how did it go inside the door of 6 feet and 8 inches? Nobody knows. Bhagavan's Leela. With that, let's go to the Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramanas are the initiated disciple of Bhagavan into all these powers, manifesting powers of Ashta Maha Shakti, power of decreasing the self of its own self. Dira and Maria played the power of decreasing the size of the body part. Dira's right foot decreased by half an inch. Maria's left foot first increased, then decreased by 3/8 of an inch. Maria was also having a lot of big teeth pain when from the cut while hiking, but end of this exercise the pain had completely gone away. Yesterday we all played the changing of the taste of the water to bitter and salty and all that. Lira water became bitter when she left Maria's water because she both sweat both times. So with this, let's go to the instruction and Pratyaksha Pramana.
Pratyaksha Pramana, scientific studies what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state. Deadlifting. Powerlifting exercises can be harmful to shoulder, lower back, and knee injuries, from muscle strain, tendons chronic to fractures. The deadlift exercise utilizes the entire posterior chain in the body and is considered one of the most effective full body muscle building exercises. However, deadlifts can pose a risk of spinal damage. Deadlifts place force on the spinal disc, especially when done with heavy weight. If you perform these exercises with a rounded or arched back, the amount of disc compression increases substantially and can result in bulged disc, pinched nerves, or other issues. Preparation and step-by-step personal coaching are necessary for novice who wants to lift heavy weight. Charts are given to indicate the average weight one can lift depending on the gender, height, weight, and level of training. Manifesting powers of Ashta Maha Shaktis, power of increasing the size of others. Mahima, how adolescents from Nithyananda Gurukul can effortlessly uplift double the weight. he should be able to lift for his height, weight, and level of training. Manifesting power of Ashta Maha Shaktis, powers to lift huge weights effortlessly, also known as Lagima, power to make things lighter.
The Shastra Pramana, the direct words of Mahasadashiva, where Sadashiva reveals how this Shakti manifests. It is from the Paushkar Agama, Vidyapada, Patala 6. Lagima shigrage vitvam pankadhavapya majjanam mahima vyapya chasthanam brihadendriyadadribihi. You can take on the stage now.
Yes, so first we have Srinivas, who'll be stepping up, and we'll take your weight first and see where you're at, and then we'll compare that number against the lift that you'll be doing. So if you want to just quickly step up and take your weight.
As you can see, Srinivasan Maharaj, a Rudra of the Nithyananda order, is stepping up on the weighing scale, and you will be seeing, as you can see, he is 54.1 kgs.
So 54 kgs. And on the bar, as I mentioned earlier, I got a little excited talking about this, is 115 kgs. And just to put this into perspective, I actually haven't lifted this weight in over 3 years. So what he's going to be doing is something I haven't trained and done in 3 years. And so I'm excited to see this. What he'll be comparing is up against, and again, this is very logical and there's a lot of numbers involved. He's lifting roughly 120 pounds more than somebody that is a beginner, which is completely insane because I'm assuming he hasn't been training. If I don't know how long he's been training for, but I don't think he's been training very long. And so 120 pounds more than a beginner he'll be lifting, and he's lifting a weight that I haven't lifted in over 3 years. So I'll let him take this.
So that's great. Srinivasa Maharaj, you can come up in the front. You can see Srinivasa Maharaj is getting into the position. As you can see, Srinivasan Maharaj has lifted.
I don't mean to be a stickler for form and all this, but when it comes to training, form is everything. You're going to get much more power if you have like exact form. And I can say his form was not correct, but it didn't matter. That's what's shocking, is that you were able to somehow muster the strength without having the correct base.
And Srinivasan Maharaj is just 54 kgs and he has lifted over 115 kgs just like that without any effort.
Preparing for the things of decreasing your size of yourself. Make sure the camera is ready with the timestamp. The Jnana is available and a scale to measure your height and weight. Take a moment to set up the camera with download the timestamp app, click on the video, ensure the time is shown on the screen very clearly. Make sure your camera is facing you and the measurement units, and it is in a very clear, bright place with no sound. Please take a few moments. It's a very precious thing to record all these Shaktis in a video. You never know what you might see. So please take a few moments to set up the video camera. The guidelines for manifesting the power: turn on the video recording, apply the Jnana between your eyebrows in your third eye, bring awareness between your third eye, record your height and weight on the scale twice to be accurate. Through the third eye, change your weight and height to become lighter and shorter and manifest the Shakti. If you're having an increase in the height or weight, or you're feeling the Kundalini energy, feeling the heat, excellent, you've started manifesting the power. But if you have the 5 unit to 10 unit higher or more than the measurements that you have taken, initial measurements, that would be perfect. So record your weight and height again twice correctly after the manifestation is over to check the correctness of the weight and height changes, the decrease that has happened, and verify everything authentically. Make a clear picture of the measuring units. You're standing on the measuring units, and share this video with powerful cognition with the world, family, and friends, and listen to others' experience to manifest the power.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya, where the manifestation happens. Usually, our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shakti Pada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shakti Pada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and or egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg, and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence. The Shaktipada makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminders. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes this external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shared form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya, pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here, Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness, through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Maha Sadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection. So they start manifesting the powers. They start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving. For all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password. And it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nithyananda. Nithyananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye. Again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Jnana Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnana Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnana Paramashivam. 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 Om Jnana Paramashivoham. Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Verification process to decrease your own self. So here, verify no video editing is done on the Shakti Avishkarna Power Manifestation video. Verify video is not stopped or restarted in the process of manifestation. All videos are verified with the timestamp. All videos should have a wide angle view. Do not tamper with the scale or do not add or remove anything from you or to increase or decrease the weight or the height. Authentically, 5 to 10 units of change should be seen visibly. And thank you for participating in this power manifestation.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar Manifesting Power Groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity, Bhagavan says. The quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Parameshivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnana Paddhati, Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nithyananda.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham